Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com. This is Texas Podcast Massacre.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and with me, as always, are my co-host, Nate.
Don't you try to take me to Texas.
I knew you were going to use that one.
Yeah.
And Lisa.
Down in Castle Rock.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, shit, no. Fraggle Rock, Jason remix.
Ooh, I
Damn.
like it.
Yeah,
I
that's
like it.
really good.
Yeah, so as you can tell, this is another one of our bonus episodes this week. So we are doing a weekly quick review of the Castle Rock series on Hulu.
It's good.
Yeah, this week's episode is going to be talking about the episode titled The Box.
Episode 4.
What's in the box?
Apparently a bowl of cereal.
Well, if
or
you look
something.
in the box, then all the possibilities are gone. Schrodinger's box.
This is all right.
Hulu really missed an opportunity for a catchy title to this episode, but that's fine.
Fair. Yeah, so I mean, just jumping into it, what were some of your favorite spots of this episode? Were there anything that
I liked when Sissy Paycheck, as you call her, Mitch. I like when she said, "Don't take me to Texas."
yeah.
Because one of the main plot points of the episode is her son Henry is thinking about sending her off to an old folks home in Houston. And for us being in Houston, I figure like, well, Castle Rock seems pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Like that might not be the worst idea. Sissy SpaceX like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down with this ship.
I feel like Houston's getting unnecessarily shit on.
Oh, it's getting shit on.
Not even. I mean, that's like someone.
Like, what if he had said Austin? She's like, okay.
Yes, let's go.
I'll go to Austin.
Right. Yeah.
Not Houston though. Maybe San Antonio, but not Houston. Loved it.
I mean, your town is effectively a dumpster fire. It has got a 3 billion% mortality rate.
Yeah.
But
better humidity.
But not Texas. But not Texas.
That's what she says. Better humidity.
Yeah. So yeah. Yes. She really has strong opinions about Texas.
Well, she's like, hey, look, my son miraculously was found in this town, so it's got good luck.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, but nope.
Yeah. What about you, Lisa? Anything about this episode that you
other than the end?
Yeah,
we'll save the end.
Yeah.
What? Well, then I can't talk about it. It was the end.
Well, apparently the end. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know, this episode kind of dragged a little bit for me compared to the first three. Maybe because the first three kind of had a good pace. This one seemed like it was a little slower. I don't feel like there was a whole lot of new information or really anything big that sort of happened up until you get to kind of the ending.
There were some side stories. I also enjoyed, I guess, if you guys don't have any other stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed, I looked up the guy's name because I didn't care, but smarmy prison guy, his name is Reeves. But
at the very beginning?
He told the story about him being in Iraq and they tortured a guy by feeding him his own teeth.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, he was a mute too.
Yeah.
Cue intimidation. And then we tortured him to death with his own teeth. Didn't get to his molars, apparently. So that's great. And then Bill Skarsgård says, I'm just going to quote Revelations 19:12 through 13 at your face very menacingly. He went over like there was intimidation. Then he went like Sylvester Stallone over the top intimidation coming back at him. And it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It backfired. The intimidation.
I continue to think Bill Skarsgård way more menacing and creepy in this show than as Pennywise from It.
If he starts doing his eye freaky thing, he's.
They're doing. What do you think, Lisa? He's
good,
destroying right now.
Yeah, I did like when the guard tried to give him a fist bump, and he's like, "You just make a fist,
like close your fist," and then he like touched him. He's like,
"Put it right there."
What the fuck? Evil energy just came off this dude.
I know.
Like, okay, cool, you did good. I'm out. Like, peace. Yeah.
Something just clicked.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about this prison guard in the lead up here.
Yeah.
This lady, he does the shift change, was like, hey, you got to be happy.
Oh
and
my
he's
gosh.
Like, I'll be happy.
Shut up.
But smiling's cheaper than plastic surgery, which that's sexual harassment.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I was like, leave him alone.
He did, in fact, clap his hands.
They
though.
could not get the money for Pharrell's happy. Like, they could not get that. Like, they're like, we gotta do like all the cheesy offshoots before we get that kind of money. Then he drew all the smiley faces on every single monitor, which was foreshadowing. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was good. I don't know. This guy's descent. What do you think about this guy's descent into like being really disgruntled?
Well,
as a prison employee, that's the main crux of this.
But
episode.
it's an interesting view on being disgruntled, right? Because he's more disgruntled because he sees all this injustice happening. He sees that all the other his fellow guards are basically.
Mitch, you're saying injustice happen at private prisons in America?
I mean,
talk about far-fetched.
I know. If you can suspend your disbelief for a second here, Nate, as we discuss this, but he's disgruntled because he's seeing all this, and he's really wanting him to do Deaver to do more in his lawsuit. Like, okay, we're gonna go after everyone. I mean, we're gonna show him how
this is the tip of the iceberg.
One guy got blinded by delousing.
He says this is
powder.
the tip of the icecapades, not iceberg. I've never heard that phrase before.
That must be a Maine thing. If our Maine listeners can let us know if Icecapades is
and the Clean Plate Club when he ate his own teeth.
Oh,
what is the Clean Plate Club?
Again, if you can help us understand what that is.
Yeah, I don't want that merit badge. No, thank you. Jeez.
What does that merit badge look like?
I don't know.
Just a plate with blood and maybe like a
exactly.
router.
It's like, you got calcium now. I don't know. Awful. Yeah, that was. They got deloused powder blinding. He walks into his shift. I mean, why isn't he smiling? Because he's seen a guy getting beat in this corner of this yard. I mean, they're there for. There's obviously a kidnapping that took place.
Right.
Not great.
Yeah, guys living in a cage in a burnt down, abandoned part of the prison for Lord knows how long. And there was a montage at one point where it's showing like one cop knocking over an inmate's food tray.
Just cause.
I just had dick move. I mean, it's rough at Shawshank.
I mean, it's got Shank.
But we always knew that Shawshank's always been rough.
Yeah, but you're like, they modernized. No, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. It's Maine. Is like Shawshank the Chinatown of like Maine? Like, it's Shawshank. Like that's the end of like the whole season. That'd be amazing.
Oh, yeah. So, do you think a quick question, because we're always looking for parallels from the actual full Stephen King features and books to Castle Rock. Is he and Andy Dufresne's cell, do you think?
And Dufresne.
Do they still have the poster still?
No, Andy Dufresne's cell was a lot bigger than that one. That's one of the.
Yeah, it looked like it was. I mean, I'm waiting for the cutaway to say Montenegro. I'm waiting. When is this happening?
If Morgan Freeman shows up in this, are you going to be? How excited?
That would be
be?
fantastic.
Yeah. Like this would be amazing if Morgan Freeman showed up, but it was just like The Shining. So Morgan Freeman shows up and then like he gets axed like instantaneously while showing up on the show. That would be awesome. Okay, well, that transitions perfectly. So Molly's got the shinning still, right?
Yeah.
And she can hear. She's getting some good Henry time in.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is worked out for her. She's like, oh yeah, this guy's coming around. When things go badly, after maybe like 27 years later, I'll start investigating why I was kidnapped. That sounds like a good plan. Better late than never, I guess. Let's go to obligatory microfilm in the library scene.
This is his spirit journey.
Exactly.
Do you believe him when he says he doesn't remember what happened?
I think it seemed like there were some flashes ish.
Yeah, maybe he's starting to come back, but I think he legitimately doesn't remember what happened to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? So you have doubt?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still. Obviously that's the point, but I'm very confused.
So I already got one bet with Mitch that we're doing a Kraken shot because I think Molly did murder the dad.
You think that he controlled?
And he thinks not. It was like maybe she was like taking the place of some like.
I think she was.
Her shinning was reenacting it. I think he does.
Henry actually did it.
I think Henry doesn't remember. Are we doing a second shot? Is that what we're doing here?
Well, I think that's between you two now. So.
Yeah.
What?
So I'll bet
I didn't
you a
agree to
shot
anything.
that Henry definitely didn't remember.
No, because I don't feel that
You're not
strongly that he
confident about
does.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I do feel strongly about is Quentin fucking Collins from the 60s TV show Dark Shadows was the barber guy, Yosef. And I was
nice.
excited. Quentin Collins, who was a werewolf in the TV show.
That whole exchange was so awkward.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, but my brother never lived here. I always lived here. I was like, what?
What would I do differently? Put your piano on the first floor. First step. Why spend the time to put piano all the way up the stairs when you're going to let your house get in disrepair and it'll fall through to the first floor anyway? Waste of manpower.
Well, that way, whenever he eventually wants to kill himself, like every resident in this castle,
pre-hold. Okay,
you're already ready. You don't have to.
It. Okay,
that's just planning ahead. It was a very bizarre conversation. Henry finds the box, the name of the episode, which is outside in the Desjardins yard, basically. And I guess his big revelation is that he gets the police report and finds that really they never
did the requisite police work.
Did anything to check whether he was ever there or what the deal was.
Because the dad wrote, Henry did it in caps.
Yeah.
And what do you think that meant?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Does that mean he pushed him off the cliff?
I'm not sure yet. Let's come back to it at the end of the episode. Because I need to think about.
Oh boy, there's a bold prediction coming at the end of this.
Potentially, I think I want to end each episode with our bold predictions.
That sounds good.
And I want to think about it a little bit. We're pretty fresh off watching it, so I want to let it ruminate. But no, I think what he did kind of find out too. What we found out is I don't know what his actual name is in the show. I call him Stick because that's what his name is in Daredevil. But the old cop,
Andy
Panagorn,
Alan Pangborn,
Alan. It's a Jurassic Park 3 reference for you folks out there.
The 6 people who saw it in the theater.
Or just the trailer.
Awesome.
All I knew was that trailer, that stupid ass Velociraptor. Anyway, I'm we basically find out that the only reason he was really still searching for him was because of his mom, which makes him question, okay, well, how long have you been with my mom? Which never really gets an answer, which means it was happening for a while. Sissy Paycheck.
Sissy Paycheck is
found her groove.
Yeah.
Her extramarital groove at that.
Yeah. She got her extramarital groove back. Why? Because her memory's so bad. She's like, "Ooh, I'm back in it." Is that what's happening?
I guess.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, do y'all think that his not searching, the way I understood it was his not searching that and try to cover up was more to protect Henry.
Yes.
For the mom. Is that kind of how y'all
That's
took
exactly
that whole?
how I understood it.
Because they got worried. Because he even says it. He's like, I was worried the DA was going to prosecute you for murder.
Yeah. So
he tried to throw them off the scent.
Mm-hmm.
Or what he
as
thinks
a character
the scent
said
is.
previous episodes, because you're black.
Yeah.
That basically, that's what the new prison warden basically said. So there you go.
I don't know. Part of me wants to rewatch Shawshank Redemption to see all the what was Morgan Freeman? Why was he in prison?
Oh my God, this is a time loop, and that's actually Morgan Freeman.
Ooh. I like it.
Damn. I am in on this.
Yeah. So anyway, I think this freaks out, and I think he's just like, you know what? I'm out. I don't know why I'm back here. I'm going home.
Yeah.
So he decides he's just going to take the plea deal. Just, hey.
I'm going to go to the prison, get this guy some money, and just be like, hey, you're free. I don't feel too bad. I'm out.
So, yeah. So let's talk about our friend, the friendly neighborhood police guard here. He does not take this news well.
Friendly neighborhood police guard. Probably not an accurate description.
No, not at all. He does not take
though, up until that last scene.
This well.
So yeah, this was my favorite scene of the entire episode because shit just went down.
Yeah, he literally takes the law into his own hands.
Yeah. So, and I know the second that I saw it, and I think Mitch, you felt the same way, it just paralleled the scene from the very first episode.
Yeah.
That he thinks that Skarsgård has killed all these people, and then it turns out he hasn't.
See, I don't know if we've said it, but yeah, I mean, if you've seen the
was-
show, this is where he is basically taken his gun and he's gone through and
He checks it
going
out.
after
He puts in like the code to check it out, like all official.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is
Yeah.
cool, and then just starts shooting every prison guard. Not the prisoners. He leaves them alone.
No,
Yeah.
he shoots a few prisoners too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, go back and watch. There's a few prisoners.
I don't recall him shooting any
No,
prisoners.
I don't think so.
I think he does.
No, because he purposely leaves them alone when the prison guards are right next to them.
We'll check it out.
Yeah, I
but
think
Go
so
back
should-
and check. I thought I saw a few not in uniform. Maybe they worked there still. I don't know. Maybe they were.
Maybe it was just the angle. I
orderlies
thought
or
No, I thought
Doctors
he purposely missed them.
I thought he was
Yeah.
going after because all the ones where he put an X on the TV screens were ones where you could see the cops were like being abusive to the inmates. But you may be right. I don't know.
I have to go rewatch
have to
it.
check that. But yeah, no.
Cracking shot? Are we doing a cracking shot?
No, not on that one. Not on that one. No, but we, I mean, you go back and you look at the scene from the first episode, and yeah, I mean, the body, where the bodies are laid out, all that. What he thinks was Skarsgård that did it initially is actually him. So it's a premonition. So I guess my question is,
did the Skarsgård fist bump cause him to do it?
I don't know,
That's
because
the thing.
we went back and watched the scene from the first one, and there's also the Skarsgård look at the camera deep into your soul. So I don't know if Skarsgård. I don't know how he transmitted it to this
And
guy.
by the way, this guy has no name, so Skarsgård is the best we can do here.
Yeah, for now.
yeah,
we
we don't know.
We're not being lazy.
No,
We're just
no.
this guy's the guy.
He has a name. It is written, and only he knows it.
Yeah. Well,
It's on
he's
this show,
just
yeah.
quoting the Bible though, so really, he doesn't
Yeah,
have a
I know
name.
Nate.
So he's Bible knower.
He's
That's
Bible
his
knower.
thing. He knows
We'll
one
call him
thing.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and or John.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So, so let's talk about what we think may happen in future episodes.
Well, no, wait, hold on.
Because I think it's going to
glazed-
tie into the Skarsgård thing, right?
Well, no, I said you glazed over the actual ending of the episode. In which case,
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
Henry's like, you know what? Yeah, maybe Houston is good because he's in the warden's office. There's a lockdown thing. The guy's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Get shot by do-gooder prison guard. And the guy's like, oh, I'm testifying. And he shot like 10 people. I am testifying. In the back, he there was a scene in the monitor where he's like, oh yeah, there's something over there. And they shot the guy in the back who went past him and then shot. I mean, it was methodical and efficient. And that was the creepiest part of it all, I think, is that he wasn't like a loose cannon. He was like being very accurate and like precise with what he was doing. It wasn't like a wild rage.
Well, I guess he's just. I guess what is implied is that he's been watching everything on the camera, so he knows where everyone's
Exactly.
going to be. What's kind of the routine? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a little more.
Okay. And then after he said, I want to testify, they should have played Pharrell's Happy then. Missed opportunity. then there's guys with shotguns
they
who
just
come
roll
in.
credits because I'm happy.
Well, they played Roy Orbison's crying during this entire scene, which I thought was spectacular.
Oh, they did, yeah.
I thought that was very well done music and a lot cheaper. Roy Orbison's estate charging a lot less money than Pharrell. And then he got shot by a lot of people with shotguns before he could obviously testify.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the end. You're like, oh, well, I guess that subplot is done.
Yeah. So, okay. So first thing, does Henry go back to Houston?
No. Like season's over. Like, no, of course not.
No.
He just keeps, and the rest of the show is just him getting letters from people. Please come back. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. I'm having barbecue.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to deal with this nonsense.
So do you have any kind of predictions? And curious now, now that we were another episode in, what are your thoughts about Skarsgård's character? Do you have any thoughts about what exactly he is?
I mean, quoting Revelations is creepier than anything he's done so far.
But, I'm wondering, again, we talked about this last time that he's supposed to be some sort of evil
Force.
devil thing.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if he has sort of, I mean, I don't want to keep calling a shinning, but he definitely has, he's almost got this like reflective property. Like whoever he's interacting with, he's responds in such a way that it's almost like something they're already afraid of, right? I mean, it's kind of a Pennywise-esque
Sure.
sort of thing. Because I mean, why did the Bible verse bother the prison guy so much when he's like, I mean, yeah, he's lumbering at it, but I feel like
It's like I was just following Exodus with the teeth thing. I mean, that's not on me.
Yeah, I just that when I think about that exchange, I just wonder if he's more supposed to be kind of like his character's supposed to be served like a mirror, right? Your inner, and that's you mentioned the fist bump. I don't know that he like caused him to do that. I just think that he showed him what he wanted to do, right? That here's your like your ghost of Christmas future, but you're going to shoot everyone.
Yeah, you could shoot everybody if you wanted.
Instead of giving little Timmy his
it's the classic thing. The true horror is the other people, and he is just shining a light onto the bad ways of things those people are.
Yeah,
which is why he's so creepy.
Yeah, that's sort of my at least thought about. I don't know who he is. What about you, Lucy?
Well, that teeth guy got shot massively, so I guess no more teeth stories.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he does get out of prison. How?
No, have the take. Does he get out of prison, do you think? What do you think?
I don't know.
I say yes. I say he gets out.
You do?
Yeah.
Say he takes the plea deal and he gets out?
I say to get one way or another, he's getting out.
I don't think he's going to get out until like is this only 10 episodes?
10.
Like, is
Yeah,
this
10.
and it's going to be
just
done?
looked it
Or
up
there's
again.
going to be more seasons, just different.
Yeah, but the seasons it's a
But
different
it's still-
story.
I know,
So
there's
yeah,
still-
so this is the end of the 10 episodes is the end of the story.
Yeah, I think he gets out, but like the penultimate episode.
Okay.
Like it'll be one of the last things that happen before.
And we'll
like,
know a lot more about him when that does happen, and then it'll be
now
appropriately
I
menacing.
guess the question. Okay, and here's my thought. I'll put a shot on this. I don't necessarily know that he's evil. I wonder if they've identified him as a devil, but I wonder if he's more
Not a devil?
right. Like he's some sort of weird
He's
force.
chaotic neutral.
Or sure.
Yeah, that was the
Jesus.
nerdiest thing ever.
You got to roll a d20 over there and let us know. Yikes. All right. Well,
Sorry, guys. That's it for me. Thank
I
you.
was about to say, you're going to pull out your Skarsgård character sheet and tell us.
First dot. Creepy. Check. Got it.
Most shows, the mark of this show is most shows, I don't mind going week to week. This show, I'm kind of getting annoyed that they didn't release the whole season all at once because I would have binged the heck out of it already.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, it's giving you more chance for contemplation, like Mitch's Mirror.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mitch's Mirror. I like
Which is,
that.
I know that's
a good one.
catchy. Yeah. So any other predictions, any other things? What do you, I guess, in the next few episodes, I don't know what the next title is going to be. I know it'll be out, Tuesday?
No, it's Wednesday.
Well, it comes out Wednesday at midnight, but for us, Central Time, that is Tuesday at 11.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So-
Suck it, East Coast.
one thing we kind of glossed over, we didn't really talk about. They do show the flashbacks of another kind of cage thing.
Oh, you
You know
mean
what I'm talking about?
Henry's?
But that's what I'm going to ask you. Do we think that was Henry? Or do we think that's someone else's flashback?
That's a good question. I thought that was, I mean, that's certainly, I think, why he thinks the box is more important than it is.
Do you think it's him having flashbacks? I don't think it's that box though. It looks like
Well, no,
it's in
I think
a basement or something.
I think it's him having
His
flashbacks. I do not
basements are
think it's that.
horrible.
Well, I think it's him having flashbacks. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's that box.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that box either.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Because when he looks outside of it, it looks like he's in a bigger room.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when that also begs the question, what the hell was that box for? But
A lot of boxes. It's like a Russian doll scenario here
Yeah.
with boxes everywhere. So the next episode is called Harvest. Any takes on what that'll be?
It's gonna. I gotta assume it's got to have to do with the creepy kids, and there's gonna be some Children of the Corn.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking
Is Skarsgård
I was thinking
he
Lord of
who
the
walks
Flies.
behind the rose?
it's still technically possible.
Well, why would you were going to Lower the Flies instead?
I mean, the courtroom scene seemed Lord of the Flies-esque.
Yeah, but that's Stephen King's.
Well, I know that's what we'll call it, but still, yeah. Harvest could be. I don't know. I don't know. What
in the before time, in the long ago.
in the long, in a galaxy far, far away. Maybe it's some sort of flashback in a field thing when he was a kid. That's my guess. So this one's a lot of a flashback. That's my guess.
Okay. I guess to wrap up this episode, what questions still remain that you are hoping we get some answers to here quickly? What do you
everything.
What are you now mostly excited to hear?
We know nothing yet.
You know nothing.
We know that maybe Skarsgård can show premonitions. That's about all we got.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, what is Skarsgård's true nature is what I'm most excited to learn more about as we go forward.
Yeah.
And is Molly going to save someone with the shinin?
I was thinking, is Molly going to start banging Henry?
I thought they did.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I thought they might have.
They woke up in bed. What?
Well,
I mean,
she wasn't in bed with him. She was already out of bed. We don't know if they did anything.
So they platonically slept in the same bed.
Dude, that lady, who knows? That lady, who knows?
Ooh, yeah, that is fair. A lot of weird questions around.
Oh, actually, one of the things I want to know is Jackie. I want to see more Jackie Torrance.
Oh yeah.
I want to see more. Next episode better be some more Jackie Torrance.
Jackie Torrance and the children. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like next episode is going to be
Children of the Shinning with Jackie Torrance.
It's not going to have a whole lot to do with Scar. Scar's going to be a lot more about the children and other stuff.
You think they went hard Skarsgård.
Scars hard.
Scars hard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They went Scars hard. That's fantastic. And now they're gonna lull back, and then he's gonna come back with a menace and like another episode.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I think we're not going to be at Shawshank for a bit. I mean, I think there'll be the fallout from this episode, but then after that, I think it's going to be a lot more back into. Henry's going to obviously be forced to kind of stay, and then I think we're going to find out more about these kids.
I have one more bold prediction. Sissy Paycheck is cashing her last check in this season.
Ooh.
I think she's going to end up dying.
I agree.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Yeah.
She's cashing out. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we keep saying last. What do you think about her seeing the casket, her husband's casket, anyway?
Or just like freezing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's got to be something there, but I don't know if she's just. I don't know.
She's like
I guess,
lucidity.
but Pangborn lied to her, didn't he?
Yeah, he lied to her about a shit ton of stuff.
Because he said they were out fishing when really they were going to figure all the cemeteries.
It's like Memento. It's like, I can lie to you as much as I want because you won't remember it. So who cares?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. But I'm also having sex with you.
Was there any? What did she know about her? I mean, she always knew that he was buried. There wasn't anything.
Well, but she goes in and out of it. Like when he came back in the house, and she's like,
"Your father wouldn't want
your shoes
to
off.
have your clickety clacks in the house." Yeah. That's a good line.
So I don't know. I feel like there's probably a deeper revelation there, but I don't know what it is.
Well, especially considering he's haunting Molly.
Oh yeah,
with his like faceless men.
That's cray-cray.
You know?
Yeah, what the fuck? We haven't even gotten into that. He's like this faceless priest.
Well, there's nothing to get. We don't know. It was just random ass.
There's a lot of things we need to check out here. Get your shit together, Castle Rock. Let's answer some questions.
Down to Castle
What's
Rock.
nice is that we know all the questions will be answered because every season is a different story. That's kind of nice. Everything should be tied mostly together.
You hope, although there could still be a
Stephen
lot.
King. I think he'll wrap it up. He
Stephen
doesn't.
King had nothing to do with this. This production.
If
what do you mean? Yeah, he did.
We need to do
you get your blessing.
We
need to
do a fact check and make sure.
Write the episodes.
I don't think so.
All right.
He was going down to help make sure they wrote the checks to him for the royalties.
I thought he helped write the episodes.
We need to make sure that there's no like lost writers on this. Otherwise,
I think there are.
Oh no,
I think there are some
then
lost.
we're not getting any answers.
There's going to be a polar bear in 3 episodes.
I don't even know what that means.
Just
I've never
eats
seen
everyone.
Lost. And J.J. Abrams is executive producing this. So
never mind. Just all speculation is worthless at this point.
I know there's a smoke monster. That's all I know about the entirety of Lost. They're all like some sort of island, and there's a smoke monster. I know nothing else.
I'm not gonna.
Wow.
I'm not even. There's so much to unpack. Maybe this is a bonus thing you and I do some other time on a different format. If only because I kind of now I want to force you to watch and suffer through it.
God, that sounds awful.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this bonus episode. As always, Nate, where can they find us?
Yeah, so you can rate, review, subscribe to us on all your podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, all of them, Spotify. You can check out our new nice looking website at texaspodcastmassacre.com. If you have some sort of hot takes about Castle Rock, let us know at TX Pod Massacre on Twitter and Texas Podcast Massacre at gmail.com.
Yeah, interested to see some of y'all's theories. I'm purposely trying to avoid other like review sites because I think some of them may have seen more episodes than have been released. So I'm trying.
Yeah, we know less than other things.
Yes,
but that makes us more entertaining.
That's right.
Boom.
All right, well, cool. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, and from all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, just keep telling yourself it's only a show. Good night.